Today I'm building in Copperdale and I'm doing a shell challenge for my friend Simley Sash. This is her, I think, 15K tiny town shell challenge, which I've done a shell challenge before. That was a tiny town from her. And I believe I also ended up doing a mushroom village. I don't know. Like, anytime I see a shell that has multiple buildings, for some reason, I just want to cover a roof with mushrooms and like decorate the landscape with mushrooms. And so that's kind of what I did for this. I have like a swampy type water in the front after. This build took me like a while to do. Like for some reason with shell challenges, although the like shell is already built and I don't have to think about that, the like length of time it takes to decorate it and like landscape takes me way longer than like any of my other builds do. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's like because I may be putting in more effort into it to make it look nice. But I also feel like I really didn't put more effort in than I usually do. I feel like I put in like the normal amount of effort. So it really like I don't I don't know why it's like always so long. I cut out a bunch of stuff. Like you could see I started this and I had already had some wallpapers placed around. I decided to cut that out because it took me a while to pick out all of the wallpapers too. I was going through and I was like, maybe this looks good with this, and like I'll try this one out. And I like the combination of the wallpapers that are on the exterior. I think it looks nice. I'm using like Get Together, the Castle Estate Kit. I think one of those wood walls is Get Famous, I believe. um, Jungle Adventure, Horse Ranch. I kind of forgot the name of it. I also did save this unfurnished as well. I had said in one of my previous videos that I want to try and upload to the gallery two versions of my builds. Um, just in case. I feel like it can't hurt to have both up for like furnished, unfurnished, and the unfurnished will have like all the out like the exterior furniture. So that's kind of what you could find on the gallery. This is kind of late too. This was due technically. I'm recording this Wednesday. The Shell Challenge was due today, but Sash is in Australia, so technically Sash is like a day ahead. So I feel like even today would have been a day late. I feel like maybe it was due yesterday. Um, but I told her that it was gonna be a little bit late anyway. Like the bill is done today, so technically I could have posted the picture today and it would have been fine. It would have been on time. But I would not have been able to finish this video in time because I just like haven't been on my PC as much. And so I really had to sit down and edit and focus my time on editing this so that it would even be out today. Well, I say today. Yeah, well, maybe you're watching it today when I upload it. But I really just like didn't really know what to do for a lot of the windows for this build either. Like I know that her shell challenge, it came with a roof on it. And it's like really beautiful roof. Sasha's great at making like these really magical, like whimsical roofs and stuff for her cottages. And I decided to do my own roof just so that like it would look more like my style. That's kind of what I decided on. It really didn't take me that long to roof it. I really like how the roofing came out. I feel like it worked really well. I don't even remember what hers looked like. I know that it had a lot of fancy slopes and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I put a llama in this tree. So, Sash is one of the people I play Fortnite with usually. And so she always sees the llamas, like the loot llamas, they drop ammo, and if you're in build mode, they drop like materials and stuff. But she always spots the llamas, and so we call her Llama Eyes because she's like it'll be like so far away. Like no one would be able to see a llama in a tree, but Sash always she has the llama eyes. And so immediately I had to put a llama in the tree. I put another llama in another tree. I also, the like bush, the like shrubbery that's like cut into a llama shape. I put some of those around to symbolize like me and my Fortnite squad. It's like ridiculous when I say it, but when I was planning to do the shell challenge, I was going to originally like cover the entire interior walls with Fortnite gallery art. And then I kind of forgot, so I didn't do that. But I did like pull out some of the like Fortnite gallery art and I was putting it in the pond. But like every time I rotated it with tool, it would get deleted like right after like when I would play something else and I can't build with deletion protection on the entire time or it just completely um it'll crash your game. They tell you not to build with deletion protection on. And so I had to have it on to make sure that like it wouldn't like delete right away and then somehow it disappeared and it took me forever to rotate this painting in the water. You might not even be able to see it in the water at any point in this video. If I see it, I'll point it out, but I also cut out me going through the gallery and finding the Fortnite poster art that's supposed to be floating in the pond with with me as a llama and three of my friends as llamas surrounding a cauldron that my friend Vicky, aka Siren Witch, insisted on me putting a cauldron in between all of the llamas. And I was just like, I don't question Vicky. If Vicky asks for something, I'm just gonna do it. And so she said cauldron with the llamas, and I was like, Vicky, that is a great idea. I'm gonna do that. I also found out too late that Sash didn't have all of the packs. I was building under the impression that she had the packs. Apparently, she doesn't have Batu, but I used the Batu log with the moss on it. And so I felt like it was so important I had to keep it. I'm pretty sure that Sash is gonna do like Sash doesn't stream or anything. She's on YouTube though, so you could definitely check out her YouTube speed builds. I'll have it linked in my description. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, she's gonna do private tours of like mine and my friends' builds in a Discord call. And so I'm just gonna make Vicky like be the camera person touring my builds. She's great at it though. Vicky used to stream on Twitch and she's on a break right now, but she used to do shell tours and she always had like the like best like lore that she would create for everyone's builds. It was just like an object that was picked out. She'd have a whole story about how the person like found it in like on sale or like on the road and it's like a buy one get one free deal. Like I don't know, but I loved her shell tours. So, um none of that really matters. I haven't really been talking too much about the build anyway. I kind of went on a Fortnite rant, but here is my cauldron. That was Vicky's idea and I put some ivy in it because I wanted to hide the um Oh, I was looking I was looking for okay, so I pulled out the Batu blasters because I thought that there was like maybe a debug item that was just a single like blaster to lay down with the llamas. So it was like they're playing Fortnite and they have the blasters, but there was nothing like that. So the Fortnite llamas get literally nothing, but Vicky, she put a lot of Fortnite lore into her build too. You can I'll link her Instagram because I'm talking about her so much. So I'll have her Instagram listed below too, and she'll have pictures of her build and stuff. But maybe I shouldn't spoil it in case just in case Sash is watching this before she does the tours. I don't want to spoil it, so never mind. I'm not gonna talk about it, but maybe you'll see it after. It was just like Vicky like made something Fortnite related and like hid it in her builds where like she went just like to the extreme level for the memes and I completely did not. I just put a couple llamas down, but I really like how the landscaping for this build turned out. I used a lot of just different grasses and like little log stumps, mushroom stools, anything that had a lot of moss on it. I wanted it to feel like it was very just like buried in the woods, even though you could see, well, this is like a wooded area in Copperdale. I haven't built in Copperdale in a while. Um, I built here for last week's video for the like Simlish Chronicle collab. And I really loved the world and I liked how the sky looked. It was like the sky's really blue in this world. And so I wanted to build here again. And I thought this slot would be the perfect size for the shell challenge because it wasn't too big. And like I didn't want it to take too long to do the landscaping, which it did anyway. That took me forever. And so I cut some of it out. I also really like how the terrain paint looks in this. I said that last week too. I feel like currently I've like nailed terrain paint a little bit. Like I definitely think people are better at it than me, but I've been like trying to put a little bit more effort into making it look like a little bit more blended in, which I've always struggled with. And so I feel like I got it down the last two times. We'll see if I manage to keep it up because who knows? I might literally forget how to do it. Um, forget who to do it, how to do it. What did I even say? I probably said it correctly. I when I talk for too long, I tend to like think that I'm messing up my words, but I didn't say anything incorrectly. When I realized that I was just forgetting what I was saying, I took a second to think. But the exterior is almost done for this part of the video. Um, I just add some ivy around, some extra plants and stuff. I'm not sure if I did all of the roof plants yet. I don't think I did. I did cut out some of it though. I also cut out a lot of me placing the windows, but I kind of just like use the same 5 windows around. Oh yeah, see, I'm putting the mushrooms on here too. I didn't cut this part out because I feel like it was important. I feel like this is what brings the build together. And I have done a mushroom build for a sash shell challenge before, so this is not anything new. Next time she does a shell challenge, I will not do a mushroom village. I'll come up with something else, but like this was like my go-to like when I was looking at this, I was like I'm just going to decorate this how I want to decorate it. And this is like my exact vibe that I usually go for. I do think this one, I don't know if it looks better than my other one. I could just scroll and find it, but that would take me a while because it's been like months since she did the shell challenge. Maybe not. Maybe I could find it. I'll just kind of talk over this while I'm doing that. But the interior, I do like 3 sort of like shops. I like did like air quotes for that cuz it's really not, and then 1 house. But I really don't think this would be suitable for gameplay because the house is kind of like poorly designed for the interior. I was gonna say that, okay, I found the picture of my other entry. Wait, this is the 15K. What one did I just do? Okay, I said something wrong. Let me go to Sash's page. This one, 16K. Okay, this one, it is actually Simley Sash 16K Tiny Town. Um, the previous one was 15K. But I was comparing the two to see which one I liked better. I think I like the other one better. This one was okay though. I feel like the other one I just put way more plants into it. And I remember the interiors for those two. They were like really beautiful. Um, this one, yeah, I like the other one better. This one's okay though. I feel like it looks good for what it is. But this is the like first part of the interior that I'm doing. It is I was going for kind of like a place where you could have tea um and it would feel like you're in a meadow but you're inside. That's like what I was going for with this. I think you had seen the cauldron downstairs while I was yapping and scrolling through my Instagram to find um, something unrelated that really didn't matter. This is a long video anyway. If I'm not gonna just like ramble on about stuff that's like unimportant, um, I wouldn't know what to say. There's only so much I could say about the objects that I'm placing. But I do like how this little room turned out. I like how both of these rooms turned out. Despite being very tiny, I feel like I like the clutter that I picked out for it. I like the colors of the wood. Like I like this darker wood down here, but then I like the light wood upstairs. I also placed a cup with dentures in it on the table because I thought Sash would find it funny. That's like the only reason I did it. And then I put a mug next to it. So enjoy your denture tea, Sash. But yeah, I don't know, it's like these pieces of furniture with like all of the clutter, it feels very like old antiques, which is why I really like this space up here. And it's like a huge contrast too. It's like a lot darker downstairs in the tower, and then you go up and it's a lot lighter. But this room or this house, I guess, um, I had written down potion shop on my little whiteboard when I was planning this out. Um, I don't it's not really. It's also wouldn't be functional as a potion shop anyway, but when you walk in, there is a gardening section right over here. I put some plants around and some bottles, so it's kind of like whoever runs this place extracts like stuff from the plants, bottles it up and like uses it in potions. Maybe the cauldron next door is their cauldron that they use, but um they really couldn't. And so upstairs maybe is where they serve the potions. With teeth, I guess. But yeah, this is pretty much this house is just that sort of vibe. I am finally using more of the items from the Crystal Creations stuff pack. I use a lot of it. So in the final part of this, like the last building, I use pretty much mostly all Crystal Creations, um, because I wanted to see what items there were, but they were really nice. So I was like, I don't need to spend more time going through the catalog because I'm just gonna sort by the stuff pack and it's gonna all look great together. And so that was my thought process for that. So I use a lot of it. Um, and in this room, I feel like I like the clutter in here too. I was keeping it simple as I could because I just like I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't like think about how long it would take and then also how long it would take to edit. And so I wanted to just like clutter up enough surfaces where it looks nice. And soon I place another Fortnite reference, which I wonder if like anyone will get it or if like Sash or something will like understand. But there's like a Flowberry Fizz item that was added at the start of this newest chapter. I guess like a couple months ago or a few months ago. And you kind of shake it and like all the all of the like liquid goes everywhere and you could heal your teammates for shields. And so when I was looking for little bottles to place around as if they were like bottling up potions, I found one of those bottles and had the blue liquid in it and I was like, that's perfect, that's literally the Flowberry Fizz. And so that was that's the whole thing. But up here, these spaces are so tiny. I know that I could have just done ladders, but I kind of was lazy and I knew I was like, if I place stairs, I won't have to decorate as much because all these like stairways are just going to be hallways now because I can't put anything else in there. And so this is a little storage room. I guess it's just like whatever can't go downstairs is stored up here for whatever reason. And so I just went through and I picked out different boxes, um, different like witchy looking clutter items. That's kind of what I was going for. Um, just picked out some pieces of wall art because I thought that it was a little bit empty, the walls up here, and so I was like, "Yeah, I'll add some stuff." And then I do a gallery wall up here with, like, all of these gold, like, picture frames, um, because I wanted to use, like, pretty much all of these, and I thought they'd look nice together, and so I went through and I found a couple more pictures that could go. Up here is also kind of a useless room. It's just like a little, like, seating room, sitting room. Um, there's just a chair, there's more boxes, there's a little table with another box on it, a radiator. That's really all I put up here. I ended up putting in a rug, but I can't no, I don't think I had that in my video. I think I added that, like, last second when I was going through, but I could be wrong. I tend to forget. I also sized down the children's toy box because I liked how it looked. Kind of, I felt like it could be like a jewelry box or something up there, so that's what I did. This one is the only, like, livable house on this lot. I was gonna upload it as a generic lot, um, but I'm still not completely certain if I'm gonna do that. I might upload it as residential. If you want it to be generic, you can make it generic. But this house is very tiny. Um, I wouldn't enjoy doing gameplay in it because there's really not a lot of objects in it. There's not really any entertaining objects in it either. There's not even a couch. There's like a recliner chair from the basement stuff pack. And there's a small dining room table. I also placed behind the stairs another giant llama because I was like, oh, I was gonna make this something. And I was like, maybe I'll put a bookcase back here, but the candle was back there on the wall. And so I decided that I wasn't gonna put anything there. And so I hid a llama there and I'll see if they find it. Depending on if she tours it on a Discord call before she'd see this video. I'm not sure which one will come before, but um, I'm waiting for Vicky's reaction for the llama. Really, that's kind of what I'm waiting for. But yeah, see, it's just a recliner. I put a fireplace because I really like the chimneys in this build. I put like a few chimneys, and I also put some sunflowers coming out of the chimneys, and so I was like, okay, I need to make sure that I have a fireplace. And yeah, there's the giant llama that makes no sense. I also let the flowers from that bush poke into the house, and that's another thing. I don't even know if this build is gonna be functional at all, and I'm it's if it's not functional, I'm not gonna fix it. I'm just gonna, like, label it on the gallery as not functional because that bush might make it so that you can't use the objects. And maybe I'll note that. I'll play test it, and if it doesn't work, I'll put a comment on the gallery that says it doesn't work so that people know what they're getting into and they don't have to like figure things out cuz I'm almost certain that that bush is probably going to make some of this upstairs unplayable. But yeah, for this area again because it's like one tile hallway pretty much. I made it into like a study, a library, um, just by like using some of the book. What is that called? The books kit. Yeah, the book nook kit. And then I placed some of these miscellaneous books around just to fill up the space because I was like, don't be lazy, Megan. Like you're this is for your friend's shell challenge. You need to do something with these hallways that you cheated out of decorating a room for. And so I did put a little bit of effort into the hallways and just made them storage areas. I also realized that I couldn't figure out how to get this tower to be functional, but I finally got it to work. I just had to rotate the ladder so that your sim could actually get up there because before it would not have worked. And I make that mistake all the time where I place the ladder wrong way so I can't like the sims can't get up there. But um this is the final section of this build. It is a jewelry shop or like a crystal shop. I had written crystal shop on my whiteboard too. And I kind of changed that because I wanted to use all the jewelry stuff that had come in the stuff pack. And so that's what I did. I did a very simple bathroom. While I was doing that, I imagined um Sash like trying to say something nice about it, but like she'd probably say something like, "Oh, this is a cute bathroom." When it's like really only a couple of objects. So I hope that she doesn't compliment the bathroom at all. But I tried to make an area towards the back over here as like I guess, where the cash register would be, except I really wish that we had an antique cash register, and we didn't. So I decided against even putting one in, and I just like put some other stuff around there instead. But this new stuff pack is great. Like, I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it, I think. I love this wallpaper too. It definitely has sash vibes. I can't wait to see some of her interiors that she's gonna do with a lot of this stuff. I feel like most of it is stuff that she would use in her builds. The rug that I end up placing down here is also really beautiful. I love the blue swatch on that like console table. It like matches the wallpaper, but it reminds me of this tall cabinet that I had found at the thrift store like many years ago. The door is kind of broken off now, but it's painted that exact like greenish blue color that is like what that console table is. And so I that's what it made me think of, but yeah, mine stores my DS games in it. No one needed to know that, but I felt like I wanted to share that that's what I use that piece of furniture for. But yeah, I used a lot of the clutter from it too. Like you could see, I literally just sorted from it. These cabinets are beautiful as well. I'm gonna use them in probably most of my builds. This couch I do like. Some of the colors were a little harsh, I think. Like I was gonna use the green, but when I took my G shade off, I didn't really like how it looked without it, and so I went with the like cream white color instead. And then my original plan was going to be to line the walls with so many crystals and stuff, but I thought that it would just like I don't know, I thought it wasn't worth it. And so I decided to just place like a few shelves around and like pick out some just like basic clutter that I thought looked nice together. And then I realized that I could fill up these little cabinets too that I completely forgot about. Okay, and I love that rose gem. I love the color of that with that color wood. When I was looking at it, I was like, wow, that's like a beautiful combination. And then, like, the plant next to it kind of ties together too. I feel like those colors in that little corner look really nice. But I also really like the colors on, like, this clutter with these shelves, like the blues and the, like, um, dirty looking message in a bottles and the gold, like, terrarium with the crystals in it. I feel like it all looks really nice together. But yeah, this is pretty much it for this build. I'll be getting to the screenshots soon, which I'm still gonna have to take, which might be a nightmare because these spaces are very small. So I hope that they come out good and they're not completely horrible. I feel like I trash talk my screenshots every single time, but this time I was nervous because the spaces were so tiny and it was really hard to get some screenshots of it. I also had a Fortnite dance mod that doesn't work anymore, so that was unfortunate. I wanted to have like mine and Sash's Sims selves doing a Fortnite dance in it. I thought it would have been funny, but I couldn't get to work. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.